So Omar, there's a couple of scenes that we want to do beforehand, things that you want to do particularly as well.
Yes.
So I want to start off with the research and experimentation that Thassa has been doing, or you want to do. First
Right.
off, regarding the crystal skull ball that you appropriated, um,
I guess that's what we're calling it now, though some people have
yeah,
called me out on it.
acquired, etc. Um,
Yeah.
and the second thing, once again, is this power that you get from Orisht. Yes.
Yeah. So two things that Thassa's really looking at, and the first, well, I guess technically three.
Yeah.
One is he noticed the last time he was doing anything with the crystal ball, he had I think it was something like a cloth, basically a rag. I'm sure there's a more technical term for this particular thing, but this cloth that was covering the crystal ball and it was warded. And when Thassa was around these wards, he had noticed a certain lifting of the pressure from his shoulders, I guess is a good way to call it.
Yeah.
And so he wants to, as any good scientist would, replicate and see if you get the same results effectively. But with that in mind, he's also maybe concurrently curious about this queen that was mentioned in a fan mail that he's been playing off as, mad, ravaging fan writing stupid stuff. But now he's wondering if there's actually any legitimacy to it. And so he's wondering if there's a connection between the crystal skull ball and this queen. So
Okay.
probably at the same time, he'd be looking at getting into researching into that.
Okay. So one thing we've established about the crystal skull is that it has, despite the fact it's made entirely of crystal, it does have all the various sort of signs that it would be from a living thing, insofar as like growth lines, etc. in the skull, for example. All right, let me start off then. We're going to start with just a corporate role, because corporate is my default go-to for intelligence-based stuff.
Okay, that is no modifier. I just need to find my mouse.
Yep.
And I can just roll 2d6.
2d6, that's it.
Well,
hey,
I hope that's not my only good roll.
Okay, so here's what you can determine. So I know first off you were looking to see if there's a way to tie the skull to the concept of whoever this queen is. There is no intelligence or presence about the skull. It doesn't seem to bring any sort of concept of a living thing or an entity as such. It is purely an object. It has definitely been ensorcelled, and it's less about the wards on the cloth that were over it, and more about the skull itself. The skull itself acts as like a magical beacon, so to speak, that directs the attention of other things away from anything but it, effectively. So it might be, for example, that when you're around the skull, that 100% of Orist's perception around you is focused on the skull, and therefore is not focused on whatever you're doing. So, being in the presence of the skull almost gives you a sense of sort of privacy and separation from this dark entity that you've made a deal with.
So it's more the skull that's clearing the air than it is the wards themselves.
That's right. Yeah. So if you were to do any sort of experimentation or investigation around the entity itself, and you didn't want that to be something the entity knew about, then doing it in the presence of the skull is a good way to do that.
That can be helpful. But otherwise, insofar as the queen is concerned, there's no connection whatsoever. And as best as we can tell, any sort of actual personal presence that may or may not still be lingering with the skull is either gone or just never existed.
That's it. And I'll also give you with such a brilliant role, because obviously you're a necromancer. You've dabbled with all sorts of sciences, including medical sciences. You can tell that based on the shape of the skull, it is a male human skull.
Okay, so queen would be out.
Yeah, and elf would be out as well.
And elf, yeah. Okay. In that case, the other thing that he really wants to do, and so in my mind, I kind of pictured, with Star Wars, you have these Jedi masters and super attuned with the Force type people, and they can meditate and kind of sort of like astral projection. They can actually kind of gain information if they focus within a particular topic. And that's the kind of approach that Thassa wants to take, because now he's also curious as to what Orist whether basically what is Orish getting out of this deal, and what is his end goal. And I realize those are kind of big asks, but he's trying to find information, if not the answers, then something that will lead him closer to those answers.
Yep, that's fine. So I want to keep this train going because he does have such a good role that we'll include this as part of the overall research part too. So effectively, meditating on this connection while in the presence of the skull, so you can sort of perceive things above and around Orist. So what you're able to determine is that so you've always felt effectively a connection to this spirit since you made the bargain, so to speak. Like right. There's something astrally ties you to it, but you realize investigating further that you're actually tied through it to someone else. So imagine, for example, it's like a magnet. There's like two poles, and the spirit sits in the middle. So any power that you lose goes to the other side, and any power that you gain comes from the other side. And effectively,
Orish is the conduit.
Yeah, it's a balance in the middle, and probably through any transfer gets a portion of that power on the way through as such. So it's in its interests for power to shift back and forth, and that potentially the only way to sever that connection would be for the one side to in some way defeat the other side as such. Become the only pole in the arrangement.
Okay. So finding my counterpole and defeating it would, in theory, break the deal and the connection, but also could leave me vulnerable without having had that connection.
I suppose it depends, for example, where the power is at the time. Like right now, you've lost a lot of power because it's for the bargain you've been losing, which has been channeling power the other way. So presumably, if the other side is also a Blood Bowl team, which you get the sense that that you sort of feel that connection that may be that way, is that they're probably experiencing the luck that you're not getting.
Yeah. Those sneaky bastards.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I think. So, what is Orish getting out of all of this? Like, what is he getting insofar as what's I guess his compensation for being this conduit, and obviously he's facilitating the transfer of power back and forth based on how things go. But what is Orish himself or itself receiving? Or is he just literally another gear in the machine?
It does feel a bit that way. Like not being whatever this entity is yourself. It's a bit under what it's started. It's a bit hard to fathom its exact motivations in mortal terms, but you can't, like, based on your knowledge of magic, unless it gets some power just from the transfer of magic, it seems odd to have
he gets like a 10% cut or something.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, like, you're talking about pure things like luck. It's not like you're even casting, constant spells, or the other side's casting spells that's channeling huge sums of power through this. It's more about just this shift. I would like, actually, okay, make another corporate roll. I just want to see how this goes, because you already well, but I'll already give you something, but we'll go from. Look at you! You're on fire.
All right. I'm starting to get nervous now, though. I need to win, damn it! And I'm winning in the RP, but I'm not winning on the boards.
Okay. So as you know, your magic is fueled by Da or black magic, which is a combination of the winds to form, what's called dark magic or death magic. The polar opposite, the other side, is represented by the wind of Girin, or green magic, which is the magic of life, basically. So, so whatever this entity is, it's enjoying the interplay of power between primal life and primal death, basically.
Okay.
I mean, you can't imagine you can't imagine anything like an elf that practices life magic won't have anything to do with something like what this dark spirit is.
but yet here we are.
Yeah.
In this dynamic.
Yeah.
I wonder if there would be a way to pull Orish into some sort of, instead of being effectively a neutral third party who's enjoying the exchange, but maybe if I could convince Orish to side more favorably with me. And if that would influence anything insofar as determining who or what this other poll might be.
So that would probably involve talking. So everything you've learned so far, you've learned outside of the entity's perception right now. You know, you can go and discuss this stuff with it if you want, but you play your hand somewhat that you know this now.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I will definitely have to give that some thought. Otherwise, we'll be here for 4 hours role playing and playing some football. I think the only other thing that I had really planned on getting into, other than Thassa's messing with the enemy team or opposing team, is he does want to put out not so much feelers, but definitely make it known that he is interested, or he's keeping a very close eye on this Georgie.
Yep.
And his intent is that with his demise being inevitable and very soon, it's possible that Thassa will be interested in resurrecting him or bringing him back with the intention of making him an apprentice.
Okay.
I know we talked about that briefly before we went live, so I just wanted to throw that on the record.
That's right. That's fine. No worries. We can see how that plays out if and when the time comes.
Yeah.
All right. So then we come to game day, and I believe that. So no, you've given me some details about how you want this sort of like the pre-game show, so to speak, to come out. So
yeah,
did you want to describe that, or did you want me to go through that? Or?
Well, let me start, and then when I start to go off the rails a little bit, you can rein me back in.
Yep.
But effectively, what Thassa, because I'm assuming this is a home game again.
It's a home game. Yes.
Okay. So what Thassa and the boys have done, the Goat Boys in particular, is they have acquired wax and shaped that wax into wax effigies of some of the players for the Griffons, specifically Ergo. And one of the things they'll bring out, out onto the midfield as part of the, opening ceremonies or whatever for the game is this big cage hung up effectively by a crane so that people could see it. It is, regardless of any artwork and sculpting details that might be needed, that the Goat Boys probably wouldn't have, but it's clearly a simulation, or not a simulation, a facsimile of Ergo, based on like jersey number and things of that nature.
Yep.
Alongside is a similar effigy of, what's his name? Albin Reginald. He's I believe the Blitzer.
He's a Blitzer, yes.
Yeah, and so they have an effigy of his as well, except it's missing its head, and it is being drop kicked into a casket.
Okay, by the Beastmen.
Yes, by the Beastmen. Yes, and then for a moment, there's something of a, kind of a kicking contest of who can kick the head the furthest before, of course, the wax falls apart.
Yeah.
And then lastly, they actually have an effigy of a griffin that they bring out, and they string it up on this crane, and they light it on fire. But unfortunately, what turns out is it's not just an effigy, but an actual griffin covered in wax. And as the wax melts off, the actual griffin starts to catch.
Yeah, I imagine
consumed. I imagine
all the Chaos fans in the audience are all hollering and hooting at this at this display, whereas I think the human fans are sort of shocked. Such a majestic creature could be laid low, and there is actually a small contingent in the crowd this time of elves. High elves have a very distinct look, as the wood elves, as the dark elves, but these elves, if you had to guess, maybe more wood elf like, but they don't really have that same sort of like bits of, lichen and tree etc. attached to their armor as such. They look more sort of like, I guess they look more akin to high elves in that they're more sort of societally bred, but they don't have like the sort of giant crested helms and white robes that you're familiar with high elves having.
The
majesty, that's right. Yeah. It's almost like elf peasants, we'll say, is what you're looking at, and they're silent through this entire encounter, giving away no emotion as they watch this play out. And I think that we see this from Tharsa's perspective, which is like in a tower overlooking the grounds as well. Yes.
Yeah, he would definitely be. I feel like he would definitely be up in a vantage point, and he's given the things that he's encountered or discovered, especially regarding the transfer of power back and forth. He's probably trying to keep an eye out for anything abnormal, in particular. Well, for one, the one group of elves that you were just talking about, they've definitely got his eye.
Yep.
Because some of the ideas are kind of lining up, but there's not enough. They're just like, it's a 6-piece puzzle, and we're missing 3 of them.
Yep. All right.
It's probably not the best analogy I've ever come up
That's
with.
Fine. All right. So once the pre-show is done and the crowd is starting to settle again, you head downstairs to the Cabal Vision studio to meet with Wilhelm. And of course, you sit opposite him as yes. All the lights come on. He sort of gives you an up nod of greeting.
Hello, Wilhelm.
Arthur, good to see you again.
Indeed, thank you. Good to be here.
You're looking remarkably well today.
Well, it's funny what a shower and some introspection can do for a person.
Well, let's hope that plays out then on the field. All right, let's get these cameras rolling, shall we? This is Blood Bowl 7's on Cabal Vision with your host, Wilhelm Wolfsbane. All right, sports fans, it's time for the latest game in round 4 of the Brew Bowl, a Blood Bowl 7 tournament proudly sponsored by Bugman 7X. You know, there have been many incredible games in Brew Bowl history, and tonight's game could become one too, but probably not. We're here tonight to watch a bottom of the table match between 2 teams yet to secure a win. Still, both teams are scrappy and desperate, so it's possible we'll see something very entertaining tonight. Time, as always, will have to tell. First tonight we have the Norscan Marauders. Running at 0-3, the Marauders need a win tonight for their own confidence, if not for competition points. Their gameplay has improved game after game, but unfortunately luck has always seemed to go against them. They're down a player here after one of their beastmen quit the team last week, but they're not going to let them hold them back. Facing the Marauders tonight, we have the Talabechland Griffons. The Griffons are an experienced team that made it all the way to the playoffs last year, but they lost both games in the playoffs. They're currently 6 games without a win with a constant churn of their experienced players, having made it hard for them to maintain any sort of momentum. Will tonight be the night they break the curse? We'll have to wait and see. In any case, I've managed to get one of the team managers into the studio with me tonight. Norscan Marauders manager Tharsa Mergelad, welcome back to the Talabechland studio.
Thank you, Wilhelm. Thank you.
All right, Tharsa, first things first. There are those in the Blood Bowl community who look at how the Marauders have been going and they say, that team must be cursed. The players have definitely improved in recent weeks, but every improvement seems to end up being countered by pure bad luck. How do you account for where the team is at right now?
I've said it before, Wilhelm. Luck and skill are the biggest factors of how a game may go. Your team could be the best team, the most well-trained, the most experienced, and still run into a middle of bad luck. And while we're certainly not the best team out there, we're definitely making strides in that direction. But again, the wall of bad luck. And I don't like to say that we're not doing well because of luck. Eventually something has to give. Eventually we get the training and the skill up and we keep pushing forward and the wins have to come.
Now, last week in Star Playground, we saw you bring in Grashnak Bloodhoof. Star Playground's over, but I see you managed to secure a Minotaur mercenary for your team tonight. Did you learn something with Grashnak that you're hoping to replicate here tonight with your Merc?
I think we have a certain fraternity within the Tory, or the Torians, if you will. The word is different in several different languages, but effectively those of the horns of the bull variety. We have a certain fraternity. It's working for us, and I'm hoping that with this Minotaur that we are able to get that last little bit of extra momentum that we need to cross the finish line.
All right.
The last few inches, as it were.
Now, after last round, one of your beastmen, Nod, walked away from the team, and this is after your experiments had equipped him with a larger than normal mouth, something several Underworld and Chaos teams have put to good use as a ball carrier. Now we see that another of your beastmen, Got, has the same mutation. I need to ask, do you think your players mind being used as subjects for your experimentation?
You know, I think what it is, well, first let me clarify. These aren't necessarily my experimentations. These are the blessings of chaos. I can't take credit for the changes in the forms of my players. These are simply the will of chaos coming through. Having said that, some people adapt well, others struggle, and perhaps Nod had a hard time between our current record and the fact that he has been gifted, and maybe it was a gift that he wasn't ready to receive. And I think that's what led to his leaving the team.
Okay. Let's talk about that pre-game spectacle we just saw out there. A lot of messages in what was done. Could you explain in your own words what that was all about?
Well, Wilhelm, I'm sure you've may or may not have noticed, but anytime we come against a team, there's a certain amount of mental games that have to be played before the physical game begins. That's all this was. If there's a message in there, it'll come out in the, well, maybe not so much in the blood, but it'll come out in the wash.
All right. I was looking around the ground earlier, and I happened to cast my eyes into the officials' box. Both match referees were fast asleep at the time. I've got a feeling that officiation of this match might be a little lackadaisical. Are you thinking you might use that to your advantage and target any of the Griffons players?
Well, as it turns out, we were planning on targeting all of them. So this may even be more beneficial to us than we originally anticipated.
Thanks, Darcy. Look, we're getting close to game time, so before we go across the ground, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
To the fan that wrote the letter regarding a queen, I have said for the last week or so that perhaps deranged fan is a more appropriate title. I am willing to walk that back if this individual is willing to provide more information as to what queen has been under arrest in my care, because again, there are no such people in my control or under my care at this time. And I'm a little confused as to what you were trying to say.
Interesting. Maybe that person will come forward, maybe they won't.
Probably not.
I guess we'll see. There you have it, folks. I think that's enough talk. The crowd are already revved up from the pre-game show, and they're keen to see some blood on the field. The players are out. The refs are still nowhere to be seen. I think it's time to cut across the pitch so we can watch some Blood Bowl. So, just to clarify, the random stadium trait here is apathetic officials, which means that both teams start off with a free bribe at the start of the game. So
and the bribe is
effectively,
I'm trying to remember.
Get away with doing something once for free. So
okay,
yeah, like you know, if you get caught for fouling, you use the bribe, and you're no longer caught for fouling, for example.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fouling. Why would anybody foul in this game?
Yeah, exactly. All right, do you want to jump on to tour play, and we'll start the match
game?
there? Yep, start game. All right, and now we'll do your important roles. So start off with your corporate role for team management. We know you're good at corporate. We've seen it.
6 isn't bad.
That's where it's. No, six is the top of the bottom, which means that you're -1 to find a sponsor. That's it. Okay. Then the promotion roles to bring in the fans.
This is also no modifier.
Yep. Okay, so you got a minimum of 2.
Okay.
And finally, the training role.
And the training is -1, unfortunately. I had to put it somewhere. Well, why not?
So
there?
Someone's got to have loner that hasn't already got loner.
Um,
That's your journeyman who's already got loner. Shriek.
Okay, yeah, I was actually thinking what I see that now, but yeah, it just took a second for me to realize what it was. Let's put it on full.
Oh, okay. He's not been training as well with the team.
Yeah, well, goats, they're stubborn.
All right. You can just right click on file and hit update base info, and that'll add that to his or refresh base info.
Yep, got it.
Cool. All right.
And you'll have that for the whole game, correct?
For the whole game, that's correct. Yeah, but you've got no rerolls right now anyway. So, all
Yeah.
right. Would you please roll me a D3 for fan factor? Oh, it's a 2. Okay, so you can put 2 into tool play. I'll roll for the Griffons. It's also a 2.
One day I'll learn and figure out what exactly fan factor means.
Well, it affects the overall the winnings at the end of the game, and also the chances of certain things going your way. All right, so we need to roll a D6 each for weather.
I on my side of tour play, I got this pop up for the journeyman. Do I need to do anything with
so
that?
+1 journeyman.
Okay, candidates 1 out of 1.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, and then accept.
Yep.
Okay.
And now it should pop up with inducements, so I will accept and say no inducements. Now when
And
it
you
goes
said
to
1d6. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of you.
sorry, when it goes to your side on tour play, just pull down mercenaries, and you should see a 200k big guy there. I can't remember what I called him in the end.
Rudd Bistlewatcher.
That's the one.
Bristolwatcher.
That's the one. So add him to your list as well. Okay, so now we need to get back to the weather. So you roll a d6 for your side of the weather. 5. I'll roll a d6. Okay, so it's not nice weather. So no special rules there. All right, and then would you like heads or tails?
I'll take tails.
It is heads. I am going to receive in the first half.
Okay.
You need to remove 1 plague. You got 1 too many right now, and then you can set up to kick off.
Well, let's go ahead and pull the 1 loner. Oh,
Well, take the journeyman. Journeyman's got a worse loner. He's got 5+. So.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good call to make.
Yeah.
Where's my reserve box? Is this it?
Right there where it's got. There we go. Exactly there. Cool.
All right. And now I set up to kick.
Yep.
Let's see. Best to go. Okay. And then I want this guy. Wow, that's a big, ugly, ugly is a good word to use. That's a scary looking Minotaur right there.
Well, it's the default bona fide big guy mercenary model in this mod. I think it's supposed to be sort of ogre or something, but yeah.
It definitely has the intimidation factor is strong with him. All right, I think we're set.
All right, I will set up to receive. All right. Where would you like to kick the ball to?
Right there. I'm assuming that's a valid spot.
That's a valid spot. Anywhere forward of this line is valid.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. So deviate roll.
All right. Back towards me would be spectacular.
It goes there. Okay. And then 2d6 for the kickoff event. 9. Quick snap. So 1d3 plus 1 of my players can move 1 free square. So 2 players can move 1 free square. All right, so I'm going to bring this guy forward 1. And we're going to bring this. We're going to bring the ogre forward 1. All right, and then the ball lands. So roll the d8, see where it bounces to. To 1, so it bounces there in front of the ogre. And my turn 1 will begin. So, start by moving forward 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick him on a 3+. You got sure hands. He does not.
Sure hands gives you a reroll.
He doesn't have sure hands, and I don't have a reroll.
Oh, he doesn't.
So he fumbles the ball. to 5. He drops it beside himself, and that's the end of my turn. That was a very fast first turn.
Okay. Well, I've been in this position before. Well, in the position you were in. So, let me see. All right. He's got Loner, Mighty Blow, Unchanneled Fury.
And
Unchanneled Fury is
so if
that's the one that Grishnak had, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So if he rolls, if you do anything less other than a block or a blitz, you got to roll a dice on a 4+. He just stands there and yells angrily.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's not as bad. So actually, he can move without somebody.
Yeah, he doesn't need a minder, but the troll still does. So if you might move the troll first, because the troll's currently got him as a minder. Yeah.
Yep. And we're gonna do that. So that's a Jesus. It feels like it's been so long.
It's a 2+ for really stupid.
Yeah, 2+. All right, so let's go ahead and activate the troll.
All right, so he can move his 4.
Good. And he's just gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna blitz. I just want to get a mark on him.
Yep.
And then what's his movement?
It's 5.
It's 5. So he can actually 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 will hit the square, and then with frenzy, he doesn't. I don't need. He's got enough movement points to hit on the second try. Correct?
Well, because 5 takes within the square, you would need to go for it on the second. If you don't knock him down in the first hit, you'll need to go for it for the second hit.
Okay. And then Oswald is strength 3. What's his rud at?
5.
5. So he's already a 2+, or excuse me,
2 dice.
Yeah, 2 dice, because at the very least, Ergo is countered by the troll. Am I right?
Yeah, so if you, say for example, you came in here and struck from here, it'd be 2 dice, because you'd be 6 versus 3. If you had, for example, one of your other guys come over and stand here as well, then the first hit would be 3 dice, because you'd be 7 versus 3.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see that. All right. In that case, before we move Rudd here, we'll move Shamora up to here.
Yep.
And I didn't double check that math, but
that's fine. He's got 5 movement there. That's 4.
Yeah. And then we'll blitz with Rudd. So I just
you need to roll a 2+ first for the Unchanneled Fury, because on a 1 he still gets angry.
Yeah, he still screams at the sky.
He's good.
All right, and then we'll bring him up to here.
Yep. So it's 3 blocking dice then. Okay, so the defender stumbles is enough to knock him down. So do you want to put him, or because you've got the block skill, if you want to, you can drop him on the spot. So you can. It's your choice. You push him through to one of these 2 spaces and follow up, or you
trying to think which one I want to do. You know what? Let's drop him on the spot.
Okay.
And then armor roll.
Yep.
Is
2d6.
That's just 2d6.
Yep.
Oop, that's the wrong one. Didn't mean to hit injury yet. Sorry.
That's right. Roll 2d6.
2d6. What's his armor?
9. 8. Okay. Now you get through because you got mighty blow.
Okay.
Because you +1. So now you just roll regular injury.
Regular injury. Okay.
Yep. He's stunned.
5. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. He's got a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 can put him in there to grab the ball.
He'd be at -1 to pick up because of the ogre, so he'd be picking up on a 4+.
I don't like those odds. So I think...
Honestly, you're probably better at moving him up to, say, here, for example, because that just puts 1 more mark on the ball, because no one their side's picking up the ball when it's marked by 3 people.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll move Maloth up. And then with that, I'm going to bring the goat herd up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Then he'll come up, I believe, to here. Then he'll come up online with that. And I believe that will end my turn.
Okay.
Did I keep him? Oh, I did. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll start my turn.
And you already clicked on the turn play. All right.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to come and go 1, 2. 1 here. I'm going to blitz with Orban Regnault onto Maloth.
Of course, because he's the blitzer to do that.
I've got 3,
probably
5.
angry.
So that's 2 dice.
He's probably angry that he had his own wax effigy burned.
I'm going to take the push back, so it knocks him down onto the ball. So first off, armor is not through, and the ball gets knocked by his body to 7, so it gets knocked into Rudd Bristle Watcher. So he will catch the ball on a 6, on a D6.
Ooh, wow, he's clearly not meant to carry a ball.
No, okay. So next place the ball goes to is 2. So it bounces off the unconscious form of Oswald Clipple and goes to 5, which is onto the unconscious form of Maloth. Bounces again.
Wow, look at this ball go.
And
into the ogre.
Ergo, who will catch it on a 5. On a 5. He fumbles it.
This ball.
So it goes to 4. Okay, it lands back there. All right, that's all I need. I just need to get the ball clear of where it was sitting.
It through a very roundabout, long ways about doing it. It got there.
Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and try to pick the ball up now on a 3+. Oh, he drops the ball. Okay, it goes beside him.
Sideways 1.
And that's the end of my turn because I fumbled the ball.
Yep. All right.
I got to turn over my guy that was, stunned.
Yep. And then Maloth should be up now.
You can set him up now. That's what you're going to do then. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. God, maybe I should have played some Blood Bowl on my own in the last couple of weeks so I can remember all this stuff. Okay. 3.
So I consider, first off, because you've got a good opportunity here to, for example, foul on Oswald Clipple because we've got no referee right now. But Rudd won't contribute to that because he's being marked by someone else. So maybe you could also have Rudd block the blitzer as well.
So I was thinking something like that too. Rudd hitting the blitzer, and then also either Shamora or Tazingo doing the foul.
Yeah. Tazingo's got someone pointed out to me actually that Mighty Blow doesn't apply to fouls anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant. But if you're going to have Rudd block the blitzer, you should stand Maloth up first, because if you only knock him back, you'll end up being marked by 3. So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So we'll stand up Maloth, and then we'll hit with Rudd. I need a 2+ to activate him.
Off for the Unchanneled Fury. He's good. So it'll be on 2 dice.
And then 2 dice, block.
Push. So you can push him either to there, put him there. And then you now get another 2 dice because you're still going.
Yep.
Okay, so you can knock him down with that. So you can't drop him on the spot because he's got block as well, but you can knock him down.
Oh, gotcha.
To any of those 3.
Let's go here.
Okay, so armor roll.
2d6.
2d6, yep.
Plus 1 with the Mighty Blow, or we can hold that if we want.
Yeah, that's right. That's not nothing with Mighty Blow.
What's his? Oh yeah, his armor's 9.
Yep.
Okay, yep. All right, so that's it for him for now. We stood him up, so he can't really do anything else. Let's go ahead and have.
So you haven't
Mighty Blow,
you haven't blitzed yet, by the way, as well. And remember that beastmen get +1 strength when they blitz, so you could blitz any of these linemen quite easily with a beastman.
I think what I'll do. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to foul with Shamora.
Yep.
And so that's going to be just a
2 dice,
armor roll.
Yeah, it's armor roll. It's 2 dice plus 1 because you got the assist from Tazingo. Okay,
6, 7.
Not enough, but there's no risk of that. So it doesn't use a bribe because the referee didn't see it anyway.
Yep. And then I want to move full. Now, loner is only if I'm trying to re-roll, so that's really loner doesn't matter, right?
It's not for you. It makes no difference with no re-rolls.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put full up here. I'm going to bring Kryn up on a blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blitzing on Isabrand.
Yep, 2 dice.
That's not favorable.
You both go down. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. That'll end your turn, but at least they both go down. All right, so you roll armor on him first.
Yep, 2d6.
That's not through.
6, yep.
On you. That's not through either.
Also not through.
So that's the end of your turn.
Yep. All right, we've got some violence going. We just need to get some ball handling.
Okay. Not got a great opportunity to try and get the ball here. So let's start by standing this guy up. And I'll stand this guy up as well. We're going to have Ergo try and block Maloth. So Bonehead first. He's good. So he will knock Maloth down there. And I will follow up. 9-10 with Mighty Blow is enough to get through.
Shit.
So he is KO'd.
Maloth, what are you doing to me, dude? You gotta be stronger than this.
All right. Then we are gonna.
You need to record that, don't you?
No, I don't.
No, it's just
not a casualty yet.
Yeah.
Down up Oswald. Move 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Then we are gonna blitz with the blitzer.
As
1,
you do.
2. 2 dice into Rudd. Got him. 3. Roll armor. Not enough. 4 onto the ball. 3 plus. Okay, someone's finally picked the ball up.
Yeah.
6. Oh, stop there. And that is my turn done.
All right. So Rudd can stand up.
You can?
He's gonna need some help to get a good hit here.
Yeah, if he was to blitz the ball carrier right now, it would be 1 dice. Because it'd be strength. Oh, no, because he's got horns. It would still be 2 dice.
No, those horns add a dice.
Well,
they add a +1 or something.
They add +1 strength, they do. So he goes to 6 strength.
Oh, +1 strength. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And that takes his strength from 5 to
6, which would be against 3, 4, 5. So you still have 2 dice.
I can bring what's this guy? Got in. I can do a couple of other things too. All right. Let's start with the ball carrier first. We're going to bring Got up. Right there, and then we're gonna stand Rudd and blitz.
Okay, so 2 plus for
Oh yeah, 2 plus for the
Unchanneled Fury. He's good. So 2 dice.
And 2 dice.
Okay,
like
down he goes. You want to drop him there or there?
It has no effect on where the ball starts, correct?
Well,
the
ball starts from where he lands, not where he was.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, let's we'll bring him here.
Okay. All right, then you roll armor first. With Mighty Blow, that's enough, so regular injury.
Oh, there it goes.
He is stunned. And then D8, see where the ball goes. 7, so it goes directly to there.
Okay. I already moved Got to make that play happen. I feel like I'm missing a goat.
You've got 2 goats over here, so...
Yeah. Am I just miscounting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the blocker off. Okay, yeah, I am miscounting how many goats I had.
So, for example, if you were to have Shimura now block Oswald Clipper, that would be on 2 dice. And if Shimmy knock him back, you'd then move in, and that will give you 2 dice with the Zingo on Ergo.
And he still has the 2 plus for really stupid.
Yeah, because someone's next to him.
Yep. Yeah, because the other thing I was thinking is standing up Kryn and doing a block with
Yep,
Bull.
you can do that too. Yep.
But let's start with getting this blitzer out of my way.
Well, stand up Kryn first. So always stand people up if you that's what you do with them.
Yep.
That way you don't forget them.
Yep. I see. Yeah, I always forget the little things. And then so we'll hit We'll block with Shamora onto Oswald.
Yep, 2
And
dice.
that is a 2 dice.
Strength 4 versus 3. Down he goes.
Nice.
So what do you want to put him?
We're gonna knock him straight back.
All right.
And then follow up.
Armor.
And then 2d6.
Yep.
Because Shamora doesn't have any specials.
Oh, that's through. So injury.
Nice.
He is also stunned. And then
Better than not.
it would be a 2+ really stupid from Tazingo to block Ergo.
Oh, I almost rolled a 2d6. Oh no!
He's really stupid.
Yep. He's screaming at. In fact, you know what? He's screaming at the ball because it's not closer to him. Kind of like a toddler, you know.
Yeah. But you can still block now with Foal on Isabrand because that doesn't end your
turn. And that's
turn.
going to be another 2d.
Another 2 dice. That's right. Got him.
Nice. Straight back.
Okay. Now you can't follow up because he's got the fend skill. So.
That's right. But that's okay because I still get to roll injury.
You
Or
do.
not injury, armor.
Yep. 8 is just through. So injury. He is
9.
KO'd.
Oh, I saw that stunty badly hurt. I was like, ooh. It's like, no, not enough. He's not stunty.
All right. So that's everybody on your side that's acted?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, it goes to my side. I've only got 4 guys that can activate. All right, we're going to start with Ergo blocking Shamora. So, Bonehead. He's good. It'll be 2 dice, strength 5 versus strength 4. It's only a push. All right, then we are going to... Okay, I'm going to attempt to dodge here on a 3+. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be a 4+ pickup because it's been marked by Got. He's got it.
Nice.
And then
Unfortunate.
Then 7, which would be on a 3+ dodge. Okay, that's it for him. That's really it. That's it. So I'll turn over these other 2 players. And we go to your turn 4.
Okay. First things first. I want to stop that ball carrier from getting any further. And the only one that can do it that I can see is, well,
I'd have to think I'd try and block Ergo away first with 2 dice, and then have Shamora try and
that's probably better.
Him.
Yeah, because I was thinking with Got, he'd have to dodge out first.
Yeah,
and that could end my turn. So yeah, 2+ for really stupid.
Yep, you good?
It's good.
So you got 2 dice on Ergo.
I was just about to say so we can take that dumb face off of him. 2 dice.
Yep.
Oh
no!
God!
You got nothing.
Oh man!
Oh no, that is bad.
God, see, I knew my luck was eventually gonna.
All right, and it doesn't get through your armor, but that's still a turn over.
No, it still stings though. It still stings an awful lot. James.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's no way I can catch him without even with some go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, the best you can do would be mark him, so he's got to dodge out.
Yeah, but I bet you with what's his position? Oh, he's a blitzer, so he doesn't have. He's got 3+ agility, so
yeah,
that takes it up with being marked. That'll take it up to a 4+, right?
No, because you count it from the square you're dodging into, so it will still just be a 3+. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to try and block Shamora with Ergo, so Bonehead is good. There he goes. Armor is not through. We're going to blitz with Archibald Hecker onto Gop.
Of course.
So I'll still give 1 dice, but it's all right. 1 dice. And down I go.
That's unfortunate.
All right, roll armor.
Yep.
That's through. Roll injury.
Yeah.
That's badly hurt. Okay,
I got an injury?
So so go and record casualty, forgot.
Oh my god, I think that's my first casualty.
I think it is. Record injury 10 for Archibald Hacker. All right, that's my turn over. So it goes to your turn.
Now he's out, and that's a blitzer that you're
out for the rest of the game.
For the game, yeah. Okay, that's nice for me. Unfortunately, I'm in a kind of a shitty spot.
So you probably want to have.
Be able to...
I suggest what you do is if you have Rudd at least block Rudolph Loeb first, that means you won't need to dodge to go running with Dot.
Yeah, and so I can at least throw the odds a little bit in my favor. That's what I was thinking too. Rudd is 5 strength. He is
3, 4. So 3.
So I've got 6.
Yeah, you won't be double. You'll definitely be 2 dice. 2 dice. Yeah, but you got to roll 2+ first for.
Yeah. I was just gonna say 2+ to activate. It's good.
2 dice.
And 2 die block.
Push. That's all you needed. So just push him back to there.
Yep. And then
you can't follow because he's got fend.
Ah, son of a gun! That really infuriates the frenzy in him.
It does.
On that note, we will push or move Got back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You need 2 go for it to mark him.
Yeah, and that's a
2+ for each one.
Geez. 2+. Okay.
First one. Oh no! Down he goes. All right.
This is why I don't roll for it.
Oh, it's through his armor too.
Oh, fuck me.
He is only stunned.
He's okay. Yep. He's stunned.
But
he'll be out for the half. Actually, that's my last.
That's your last turn. So then I run in and score.
Yeah.
So with touchdown, Auburn. Okay, and need to update scoreboard. All right, so reset all players. So you still get 1 turn before the half ends to do some damage. So first off, roll a dice to see whether or not Maloth wakes up on a 4+. He does.
All right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna bring him in.
I need to see if Israel Beckers wakes up. He does not. Okay, so I'm setting up to kick off to you for a single turn.
Did I roll a 3? That was your 3.
No, that was me. That was me. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but something flickered on my screen, so
okay.
I was a little confused there.
So you're setting up to receive now. You're not, unless you roll a timeout, you're not going to score. So set up in a way that you can, cause the most damage to get someone powerful into blitz.
I have no idea if this is a good setup or not, but
all right, it's a setup.
At this point, there's really not much more I can do.
Kick the ball back there. It goes 1 to 2, so it's going to land on Shimura. I'll roll kick event 9, which is a quick snap. So 1d3 plus 1 of your players can move 1 free square. 3 players can move 1 square.
That's helpful, actually.
Yeah, move the mercenary forward. That way you've got a free blitz with him, basically.
Yep. So that's 1 of 3. We'll move Zingo up, and we'll move Rudd up.
Yep.
And then just to verify, Zingo still is considered adjacent to Shimura.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
And Shimura will catch the ball on a 4+.
Not that he's going to be able to do anything, really.
No.
Yeah.
So instead it will go to...
D8. Or, yeah, there you go.
To lands there instead. Oh.
No, that's a fairly accurate representation of what happens.
All right, and so then your turn 6 starts.
All right. Yep. So
what I suggest you do would be blitz with your mercenary first, and then just try and have one of your beastman runners pick up the ball and throw it another one to try and get this a completion on record for XP.
It's probably not a bad idea, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. We've got a +1 to strength, so that'd be a 4 on. Let's see. Rudolph is 3. Seeger is also a 3, but they're basically a 4.
You only get one blitz, so I'd probably just have the mercenary. I'd probably just have your Minotaur blitz someone.
Oh, you know what? When you said mercenary, I kept thinking full for some
Yeah.
reason. I'm not really sure why. Unfortunately for Rudd to do it, he's got a movement of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could probably hit the ogre, but that's going to need a go for it.
Yeah, or you have Foal come in here and hit one of these guys here with 2 dice.
Yeah.
We'll have 4 strength on a blitz.
Oh, coming in from an angle? Is that what you're saying?
Because if he comes straight on, he'll get the assist.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you come in from an angle,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. So yeah, we'll run full up for the blitz.
Yep, 2 dice.
Just a push.
Okay, and you can't follow up because he's got bend.
Yeah.
All right, there's no more damage you can do because no one's knocked down, so you can't foul. So you may as well just have someone try and pick up the ball and throw it to somebody else.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is short pass is 3 hex or 3 squares.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the monstrous mouth. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. I know it has to do something with catching.
Yeah, +1 to catch. So you want to probably have Kryn pick up the ball and throw to Got.
Okay, and if basically if I just move him up, or is it better to just leave him where he is?
Leave him where he is because that way it's a nice close pass.
All right.
So you need a 3+ to pick up the ball. Okay, he's got the ball first off. Okay. Then it's a 4+ pass because they've got a pass that's got a 4+. Okay, it's an accurate pass, and it will be
I'm getting nervous, James. I'm getting nervous.
A 3+ catch with a reroll. Okay, you got a reroll for the monstrous mouth. Okay, he's got it. Okay, so you can now go and record a completion for Kryn.
Alright. Completion. Kryn. Excuse me. Yeah, I was getting nervous. I had 2 passes in a row. I was like, this isn't going to last.
That'll be the end of the turn, that'll be the end of the half. So just do me a favor, at the top of it, just hit end turn.
Yep.
All right, so let's get set for the second half before we cut over. So I'm going to quickly reset all players. Okay, now I've got one player still to wake up. So does Isabel Becker's wake up? He does. You can just go sit reserves though. I know. Actually, I've only got. Need to bring him in because otherwise.
I was just going to say,
I have to bring him in.
You're out the one player that was injured.
Yep. All right. So I am kicking up to you. But before we do that, yep. Let's
I forget which one's which. I know one of them's uglier than the other, apparently. That was hilarious. Man, I almost felt bad for a goblin, and then I was like, what? No, that doesn't work. Mike really went off on him.
All right, so you're in the room at halftime. When rather than Reek running in, you see an elf standing at the doorway to the locker room, who is clearly one of the ones that was among the audience in the stadium before.
Yes, the not quite high elf, not quite
wood elf. That's right. Yep.
I think Thassa will see him, and he'll definitely have a curious look about his face, but he will definitely make some sort of motion to bring him over. I think Thassa is kind of suspecting, especially with the fact that there was this elven group in the crowds, and that there is this elven reference in the letter from the fan, and also just that all these things are combined. And again, like I said earlier, this is a 6-piece puzzle. Yep. We've got 3, and it looks like number 4 may have just walked in, so he'll actually allow him to approach, but obviously mindful of potential threats and things of that nature.
All right. He approaches. He doesn't appear armed or in any way currently making aggressive postures.
The wizard is always armed, James.
Yes. And he always writes exactly what he means to be. Neither never nor late. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Thirst of Murgalad. I am Yarlin of the Aeonir. Yes. During your interview this evening, you mentioned that whoever had approached you before should come forth about the Queen.
And I take it you are... that person or their representative.
Yes. Yes. I've come to understand that maybe you don't fully comprehend the entity with which you deal. And he looks over in the direction of Orish in a way that people don't, because without dark sight they can't perceive it, but he seems to be able to perceive the entity that's there.
And Thassa, unless you want me to roll for this, Thassa will definitely notice that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I
You
feel
know
like it's something he would probably get almost inherently.
Yeah.
What was his name again, James?
IALON.
Oh my god.
And
LLON.
Yeah, IALON. 5 letters.
Oh, just one L. Okay.
Yeah, like Talon with an I instead.
Yep,
And he said he was of the Eonir. EONIR.
EONI.
R.
Eonir.
Yep.
Okay.
The entity that you work with is an aspect of Ariel, of Aisha, the elven goddess of magic.
Interesting.
She embodies all magic, but it's only been in recent decades that she has come to also embody Dar, death magic. And occasionally she becomes lost in it, which I think she has become with you. I believe that she has forgotten her own people, her connection with life, as she feeds off the death magic that you wield.
So an aspect of your elven god of magic
Goddess.
Has effectively gotten lost down the rabbit hole.
Indeed. This is obviously a problem because she has a sacred duty to awaken the king of the forest from his yearly death at the end of winter, something which she, when she's gotten stuck on this path before, has not done.
And of course, if this elven king doesn't waken from his winter slumber, spring can't come, and thus life can't rebloom. Yes, I feel as though I've read a story or heard a tale of this. But to be clear, this is not anything I've done on a conscious level. Is this me? Is this Orish? Or is this... Oh, dear. What was her name again?
Ian?
Yeah. Is this her doing? Is this some other power? Or is this simply not paying attention to the time?
I simply think that she has chosen you as an anchor to Dar. And by your connection, she revels in the magic of death.
Well, death comes for us all, they say. So I could understand that. And I suppose you have a suggestion or a possible solution even?
Well, there are many. You, for example, could die. That would...
That's not acceptable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd to find some way to break this connection.
I think Thassa's wheel, the wheels in Thassa's head are already turning. He's trying to keep a poker face on though. And I think one of the first things he's going to think about is his collection of knowledge in tomes and records and things of that nature, that he is currently making a mental note to start pouring through.
Okay.
After the game.
So while you're thinking about this, two orc match officials sort of burst in, and they're like, "Come on, this game's got to get started again!" And they grab this guy and they manhandle him out of the locker room, back to his seat apparently, because the
fans aren't allowed down
waiting.
Here.
Exactly, the fans are waiting for the game to start again.
And meanwhile, Thassa's like, "Oh shit, yeah, there is a game."
All right. Meanwhile, back at the game, let me set up the kickoff to you. All right.
We call that the open defense.
Yeah.
That's almost scary. Excuse me. All set?
All set. You may set up to receive.
Well, let's put him here and him here. Put Shamora here. Put Maloth. Come over here. My mouthy boy, you need to be here. Put you here, and we'll put you. Yeah, I'll do that. I think.
So as a bare minimum, you'll have enough XP after this game to buy an upgrade at least. So.
Oh, goody.
All right, put the ball there.
Oh yeah, that'll take because I'm at.
You're at three so far, and
yeah.
This game so far you've gotten played, conversion, and casualty. So
yeah.
None of those things can be taken away from you.
Yeah.
All right. 7-1. So the ball lands right between the middle. Roll for the kickoff event. It is an 11, which is an officious ref, I believe. An officious ref. Okay. So we each roll a dice and add our fan factor. So you roll a dice and add 3. For a total of 9. I roll a dice and add 5. Total 11. So I win, which means that one of your players comes afoul the ref. So what we do is we'll roll a D7, sorry, D6, D8, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, re-roll an 8.
All
so
right.
you roll a D8. 3, so it's Shamora that seems to come across with the ref. Roll a D6 to see what happens.
This is the arguing the call?
Yeah, it's not arguing the call. So the ref knocks down
yes,
and stuns.
the ballsy ref that wanted to knock a chaos troll out last time. Yeah, right. I remember. You know what? All right, Thassa's making note of this guy, and he's definitely not going to offer a bribe now.
All right, and the ball bounces to 7, so back one more to there.
This guy, this ref.
If you could start turn 1 into a play.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Got loner right. Shoot, where's the ball? I got confused. I thought the ball that says which direction to go was the ball I needed to get to. I think so. Monstrous Mouth only helps with catching, and I know I have to keep asking that because sometimes I don't know why, but I think
it helps with carrying the ball if someone's got strip ball. Strip ball can't be used against you.
Yep. Yeah, in that case.
So before you go pick up the ball, because if you fail to pick up the ball, that's your turn over. Is it worthwhile doing other things first?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
With that, I think what I want to do. Well, I can't move Shamora, Tzingo without a 4+.
You can if someone else moves next to him first. Like for example, you could have Kryn come stand next to him.
Oh, I could, yeah.
And then you could activate him.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put him there. Okay, there we go. He kind of stuttered in the air for a moment. Yeah. It was really weird. In that case, now I can do a 2D or 2+.
2+, yep. Really stupid. He's good.
And then, oh shit, what's his
4
movement? 4.
Yep.
God, that's so slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a 4+ if he's not hitting somebody.
Yeah, or if you're not going to blitz anybody else, you can still declare a blitz and not do it. In which case, you're activating on a 2+.
It seems like a really kind of a loophole way to get around that. I mean, but you're telling me I could do it, and who am I to argue with the GM?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll declare a blitz, but we're obviously not going to get anywhere without doing go for it, and we all know how I feel about those.
That's fine.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maloth will move up as well.
Yep.
Who else we got? Oh, we got Foal over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not 100% sure if that was
6.
I think it is.
Right. Yep.
Okay, good. I had a weird angle for a couple of those spots, and I'm not sure if they counted right. All right. Since I've done all that, let's go ahead and bring Gott over.
Yep.
To pick up the ball. Get there we go.
So 3+.
3+. Hey.
Okay. So you've still got 3 movement left.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to take advantage of that once there we go. So 1, 2, 3. That's well 3. We'll go there.
Okay.
And I believe that's it.
Yeah, that turns over Shamora. Okay. My turn. All right. All right, I'm going to move one here. I'm going to declare a blitz with the blitzer onto Malith. One, actually, no, I'm not going to do this yet, sorry. I should have planned, but I didn't plan that very well. All right. Instead, we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to try to move Ergo, 2+ for Bonehead. Forward. Okay, now we're going to blitz Maloth with blitzer. 1,
And
2,
now you'll have
2
at
dice.
least 2 dice.
Got him. 3 armor. Not through.
He's good.
Do I want to keep going? No, I think I've gone far enough. So let's just go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep you back as safety. All right, and I will turn over.
Okay. I'm not going to blitz the Shmore, but I am going to get him up and moving.
Yep, so it costs 3 to get up, so you've got 2 movement left.
Perfect, because I'm going to put him right here. If it meet you, I don't know if I'm lagging a little bit there or not.
That's all right.
And then we're going to block. What's his name with Kryn?
Yep.
So that should be a 2 dice.
It is indeed 2 dice.
Okay. That looks like a knockout.
You got him? Yep. So when you put him to one of these 3.
Let's here, put my right
You can't
there.
follow, he's got fend. So.
Of course.
Armor?
2d6.
Yep. Not through.
Not enough. That's fine. We got him out of the way. This side over here did their job. So now this is a little tough. I want to I want to hit the Ogre with what's his name here? Rudd. I'm thinking I need to, in order to cancel out Albin, I need to move full
or
next
just
to him.
stand Malith up would cancel him out.
Or just stand him up? Okay.
Yep.
Actually, I might not want to do that just yet. I don't know if I want to stand him up. I may blitz with him. I think what I'll do, I will move full up.
Okay.
That cancels out Albin, and that makes this
I'll be a 1 if it's not a blitz.
Oh, because the horns don't come in unless it's a blitz.
That's right.
Okay. Unless I bring the ball carrier up to here.
So the other option would be with Foal, to bring Foal there instead, stand up Maloth to cancel out, and then you've got a 2 dice, which then potentially allows you to blitz through with Got as well.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to revert just a tiny bit here.
Yep.
We're going to put Foal back where he was. We'll stand up Maloth.
Yep.
And then bring him over.
But just leave where he is because he's currently marking both those guys. Okay. Yep.
And then bring Foal up.
No, bring Foal round to here.
No, bring over here. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And now you've got a 2 dice block with the Minotaur onto Ergo.
Right, and that's not necessarily a blitz either.
That's right, just a block.
And that's still a 2+ for the guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The unchanneled or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of block or blitz. That's not the button I wanted. Oh no, I do need that.
It is. That's okay. So now you got 2 dice.
Brain and mouth are not working together.
Okay, so if you push him to there, you've still got 2 dice in the follow-up because you've still got the mark from Foal.
And that helps open up the hole a little bit for me. So that is helpful.
So you still got another 2 dice block?
I'm thinking.
Well, you have to.
Because if I
you push him there, it's only a 1 dice block.
Right, because this guy is assisting.
Well, because he's not assisting anymore. It's just between those 2 there.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Got it. Okay. All right. I was working my way there. I'd have gotten there eventually. All right, 2 die.
Got him. Okay, so nice. he can go down either of these 2 spaces.
Let's put him over here.
All right, you have to follow up. All right, armor.
+1 for hold the mighty blow. Oh, don't hang there. Don't hang there.
Okay, so even mighty blow won't help because he's got a number of 10. So
okay. Now I need to get around this mess with 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not a good place to be with the ball. Oh, before I forget, let's Tazingo needs a 4+ to hit.
He would have 4+ to hit, yeah, because he's not currently got a friend with him.
But if I fail that, it's just he stares angrily. Oh,
yeah.
but he loses
the tackle zone though. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's not do that.
That player is still marked though by the Minotaur, at least.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Yeah, let's go for that. That's 4+ to activate.
He's good. So you got you've got actually it's still only 2 dice, not quite 3.
Okay. 2 die block.
So if you pushed him to there, you can't follow up because he's got fend.
Right.
But that does give the ability now you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and blitz into the thrower.
Yeah, let's do that. So then it's just to make sure I'm following. You're talking 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Do that.
Yep, and then the 6 to hit Oswald. And
Yeah.
I don't need a go for it.
Don't need to go for it. That's right.
All right, so let's go.
In fact, do it from there at least. So you're not ending up next to the ogre if he gets up. That's fine.
Yeah, that would be categorically bad.
All right, 2 dice.
Let's see. Yep.
Got him. So
Nice. Knock him away from me. Let's move him here.
Yep. Do you want to follow up or do you want to stay where you are?
Let's stay where I am.
Okay. Armor.
Because at least that way they have to blitz to
through.
come after me. That's a nice one.
Injury. He is stunned.
That is not a good one. I mean, it's good for now. And that will take all of my movement, and I do believe that's everybody.
That's everybody. Okay.
And I am in a somewhat vulnerable position at the moment.
Okay, we're going to try and stand up Ergo first off. He stands up. All right. Then we are going to stand up Seeger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to blitz within the brand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into got with 2 dice. It's a push, so I'll push you back to there. Follow up. Let's see, I can do a 1 dice block here. Yeah, I'll do a 1 dice block from the blitzer onto him. It's just a push. Push you into there and follow up.
Block me in. I see your logic.
Yeah, and that's it. I'm not going to throw you know what? Don't want to throw a 2 dice down. Let's throw a 2 dice down glory block from Kai Homan into Malith. All right.
And what is this special he's got?
It doesn't matter. Would you like me to go down or me to go down?
Well, I would like for you to go.
He's got fend.
That sounds so bad for me to say that.
Okay.
I do have claws.
So claws only works when I found this out with things like claws and money, but only works when you're initiating the block.
That's disappointing.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't have mattered because his armor is 8.
Anyway, that's right. Yeah. So roll armor. That is through.
That's an 8.
Roll injury. That is also stunned. Okay. Stunned. But then ultimate clip turns over, and that is my turn done. So it's on to your turn.
Okay. Trying to see how I want to do this. Ultimately I need to get my ball carrier free. I think the best way to do that is to hit with Rudd.
Yep.
Onto the ogre. Or God, this is actually pretty bad.
So if you did the ogre, so the Minotaur onto the ogre, you'd probably want to try and get one of these, like maybe get like Kryn down to come and give you an assist, so you've got 2 dice.
Because otherwise, I was gonna say, it's a one die block, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so let's work this problem first. So I think the first thing you should do is bring Malith over here, and then have Foal 2 dice block away Auburn.
Yeah, that was one of the. I had like 3 different things all pop in my head at once. My brain was like, "Hold on, no, we need to slow down."
Yeah.
So we will bring Maloth over. We will knock Albin.
with
hopefully
Fold.
away.
Yep.
With
So you'll
full.
have
So that's
2 dice.
2D.
Yep.
2 dice. I mean, I don't know why I keep saying 2D.
Okay, down he goes.
That looks good.
So knock him to there, for example.
Yeah,
there.
that's probably about. Yeah, let's do that. The right here next to
Okay.
what's his face.
Follow up. You should. Because that gives you one more person helping the ball carrier.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay, armor.
Try to keep that wall up. 2d6 for armor.
Oh, that was so close.
So
I
saw that.
It was a rollover here. No, not enough. Okay.
Okay.
So now you want to try and bring Kryn down here, like come around. So go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to give you 2 dice with the Minotaur onto Ergo.
All right, and he just needs a 2+ to activate.
Yep. It's fine. So 2
Good.
dice.
And now 2 dice block.
So push him to there.
Push.
And then you get a second 2 dice block as well. I just push him. I know you've got block. You can knock him down.
Oh, I do have block. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's knock his ass down. Because I don't know how many times playing Blood Bowl 2 block worked against me.
So armor roll.
Because I'm not the one with it. Yeah. 2d6.
Yep. Not nothing with Mighty Blow.
Damn.
So the things you still need to do is, because what you could do is you could blitz with Got. It'll be 2 dice onto Becker's, knocking it down. You could either follow up, in which case you've got a 3+ dodge out to go for the line, or you could not follow up, in which case you can get all the way to... So to do it in maths, basically, if you were to block him down and follow up, it would be a 3+, 2+ to score this turn. If you were to block him and not follow up, it'd be a 2+, 2+ to score this turn. Because you have to go for it twice. But a 2+ is better than a 3+.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Statistically, a 2+ is better than a 3+.
But before you do that, you might want to have Shamora come down and then have Tazingo block away this guy here as well.
Yeah, that's also a great idea. Shamora, come up. Tazingo 2+.
Yep. You're good. 2 dice blocking him.
And 2 die block.
Down he goes. So he's got Fen, but if you knock him there, at least he's still being marked by Shamora. All right.
That works.
Armor. That's through. So +1 on the injury. So hit the +1 button below that. Mighty Blow.
Yeah, I was literally just looking at that for the...
No, still stunned.
Oh, for crying out loud. I guess if this was the time to roll Snake Eyes, this is the best time to roll Snake Eyes. Okay, yep. And now Tazingo... Or no, I'm sorry. Blitzing with Got.
Yep.
That will give him...
So it'd be 2 dice.
2 dice.
Okay, so you knock him down. That's all you needed.
Yep.
So if you don't follow, so roll armor first up.
Yep. 2d6.
That's through. Roll injury.
And injury.
It's a stun. So now, so you move 1.
Now I don't even have to worry about
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Go for it to score.
And that's
to 6 there.
1. Okay, yep. And then go for it. 2+, yeah.
So yep, first one, 2+. And then last one, 2+.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Hey, okay.
Hey, I got one. I scored for the first time ever.
Okay, so go record a touchdown for Got.
I might be a little too gleeful at the moment. I may need to compose myself. Jesus Christ. You know how long it's been? Actually, you know exactly how long it's been.
I've been there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Free team.
Now we just got to do it one more time to win. Hey, at least if I draw, it's not a loss.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, a loss is still a loss. But...
You're kicking to me.
Yes. So I think we'll do this and this. Blocker here. Here. And my goats. 1 there. 1 here. Here. That may not be the prettiest setup, but hey, at least if you move the camera down low onto the field, it'll look intimidating.
It does very much so.
All these horned fuckers coming at you.
All right, where are you kicking the ball to?
Oh well, you said anywhere forward of that line, so let's make it as hard as possible.
Okay,
and drop it like There it goes.
All right.
Is that that now? Just to be fair, or just to be clear, that is a legit kick.
It is a legitimate kick, but if it deviates back over your line or it bounces back over your line, it's a touchback. In which case, I can give the ball to anybody.
All right. Well, in that case, let's do something like that.
Okay.
Just to kind of give it a little bit of a cushion.
No worries. So deviate roll.
Oh yeah. Because obviously, I've only kicked off like once a game.
2, 3. Okay, so go there. 2d6 for the kickoff event. 12 is a pitch invasion. Okay.
Oh my.
Let me get the rules for this one. Okay, pitch invasion. So you roll a d6 and add your fan factor.
Which is a
3. Yep. Oh, so you're gonna lose this one. So and I roll a. So I beat you, which means that D3 random plays of yours are placed prone and stunned by the crowd. Apparently, they really didn't like you setting fire to a live griffin during your pre-game show.
I mean, I guess that scans. That checks out. I deserve that.
3 of your players. So we're gonna go from the front row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So first one is 7, goes down and it's done. Second one, we've got 6 players left, so we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is 3, which is 1, 2, 3. And finally, last one is 4, which is there. So your 2 cast warriors. All right, and then the ball bounces D8. To 6, so it bounces back one there towards you.
I mean, I guess, when you set fire to things that people revere, they're gonna get mad.
Yeah.
But you know what, James? There's a portion of Thassa that just doesn't give a shit simply because we just scored.
Yep.
Like for no other reason than fuck you guys, I scored. You can do whatever you want now.
All right, I will start my turn 9. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to try moving Ergo. It's good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And we're going to try and run through to pick up the ball, which will require a go for it. So 1 go for it. And he falls flat on the ball. All right, roll armor.
I suppose if you're going to fall somewhere, onto the ball is not a bad place to go.
That's not through. The ball then goes to 6, so it gets deviated onto the blitzer. We'll catch it on a 4. He fumbles it off the pitch. So it's being thrown back in from there. It's being thrown right. 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's turn over to you.
Okay, well. Shit. For a moment I was like, oh, this is cool because there's nobody on the left. Oh, there's people on the left side. All right, well, first things first, I suppose. A 2+ for the troll to do something. I just got to figure out where the best place for him might be. So what I'm looking at is knocking these two, at least one of them, out of my way.
Yep.
To open it up for my goat, or excuse me, well, ironically, got the goat to move as far forward as he possibly can get to try to get towards the ball before the enemy or the opposing team does. So looking at Isabrand, he's strength 3. The other guy is probably also a strength 3.
All my guys are 3 except for the Yoga.
4 at the moment. So if I move, well, honestly, if I just move him right here,
yep,
and then bring Rudd around, okay, yeah, that's what we'll do something like that. So 2+.
It's good. My suggestion would be to actually have him go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. That way, because when he gets knocked back, he'll get pushed still and he'll still be marked.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he'll definitely come around. He'll come over here.
Yep.
Now, and then hit. You're saying to hit from this spot,
or either no, from here, from there, because that way you can push him back into there, for example.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Oh,
you're
I
two,
gotta do
2 plus?
2+ for him. 2+, but he's okay with it. Oh,
Yep.
come on. I'm lagging a little bit again, apparently.
That's all right. You're good. So there'll be a 2 dice hit on him. You take block and he goes down because you've got the block skill.
Yeah, he'll go down right there.
Armor?
And then armor is 2d6.
Not nothing with
5,
Mighty Blow.
not even with the mighty blow. That's okay. We opened up the field a bit. So now he's got 6. That's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to get anywhere as close as I would like, but we're definitely going to scoot up to there. Is that the right spot?
There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got to come back 1.
I think you come back 1, yeah. Yep.
And I'm not going to bother with go for it because that's just not going to do any good. And then I'm also going to bring full up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's all I can do at the moment, other than to
Turn over.
get those guys rolled over. Oh, excuse me.
All right, my turn 10. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna try and move Ergo. Actually, we're gonna try and blitz with Ergo. He's good. 1, 2, 3. Not much I can do about that. We both go down.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I can live with that.
Armor on you is not through. You roll armor on me.
Yeah.
That's through.
Ooh.
Roll injury.
Kill him. Kill him.
No, he's stunned.
Damn.
All right,
Okay,
and that goes to your turn. Oh, sorry.
Turn 11.
Yep.
If my screen looks right.
Yep.
Okay. So it's 3 to stand up.
Yes.
I'm just debating if I want to do anything silly, like, I don't know, run into somebody's face. I guess the first thing I ought to do really is get the guy up that's going to probably go get the ball. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 plus, or excuse me, 2 go for it's to get it with him.
If he went, it'd be 1 go for it to get it.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll bring full up. Get
Just go for the ball.
Right spot.
All right, so,
All right, so
2 plus go for it first off. Yep, and then 3 plus pick up. No. Okay. D8, see where it goes.
That's unfortunate. He's Jesus, D8, right?
Yep. Not the end of the world.
No.
4, so he fumbles it to there. All right, and it goes to my final turn. No, so my 11th turn, sorry.
Yes, I was going to say, that doesn't sound right.
Yep. Okay, 1, 2,
I didn't get to foul anybody, James. I really wanted to do that too.
All right, we're going to go a path with Rudolph Loeb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he needs a 5 plus pickup. No, he failed.
Walk me through the 5 plus pickup.
Because his skill is 4. He's a 4 plus agility, but the ball's marked by
and he's
fall.
marked. Okay, all right. I was thinking he was like a norm, like most of them are 3 plus. So, all right,
it's your final turn. So you could potentially blitz with Foal. It will be a 2 dice blitz.
Him. That's more rolling.
Well,
That's a 2 die blitz.
Yeah, because you'll have 4 strength thanks to horns.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, we're gonna do that. 2 dice is definitely better than whatever else it could be.
Yeah.
Now, it's how many movement points to conduct the blitz?
1.
Okay, so that's with the 1.
You knock him back, don't follow up, and run and try and pick up the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And I think 1, 2, 3, and it's no movement points to pick it up.
No.
Okay.
Or
all
5.
Right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna shoot for that. So 2 die blitz.
Yep. Stumbles 5. Knock him back and he goes down. Roll armor first before you keep going. That's not through, but then it's basically a 3 plus to win the game.
Yeah. So 50% chance here, right?
Yep. Oh no!
Damn it! Of all the times I could have used a reroll option,
Yeah.
this would have been the one time I would have, but I wouldn't have had it this late in the game. So,
All right, ball goes to there. It goes to my final turn. He should have turned over last turn. Sorry. So I'm not going to. I suppose. Okay, hold on a sec. There is a way I could still possibly win the game, but it would be the most horrible game. But let's give this a go.
There'd be a couple of 2 and 3 pluses, and maybe even a 4 or 5.
Yeah, there'd be a lot. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to declare a pass with Rudolph Loeb. 1, 2, 3 to stand up. 4, 5, 6. 5 plus pick up the ball. No, there it is.
Yeah.
The ball goes to 4. Does Fold catch it on a 4 plus? 5 plus, sorry, because it's a loose ball. No, he stumbles it. D8. 1. There we go. That's the end of the game. Whistle blows. 1-all draw.
But a draw is a point.
That's it. Okay, so
points.
I will end turn, and we just both go end of match in tour play.
Finish match.
All right. So first off, I need to quickly edit this.
Reset all.
Yep.
Reset players.
Reset players.
Or did you already?
I haven't done it yet. No, it's going to quickly.
Every team.
Okay. So first off, all right, we need to work out, is anybody eligible for drafting on your side? So first off, make a management roll.
Let's see. Management is my +1.
Yep. Okay, 9, which means that you can pick one player to be immune to the draft. So let's bring back in all your players. So
I'm trying to kill this window. There it goes. Finally, it left. Holy cow!
So the only players that
one
are
of my
currently
guys
eligible for the draft are these two, Maloth and Gott. So which of these two do you want to make ineligible for the draft this game? Therefore, they can't possibly
protect them. I want to keep Maloth.
Okay, cool. So just roll a dice for Gott.
1
1d6. 1d6. Yep. He's good. All right.
Okay.
I need to roll for Ergo. Let me just check who already had skills at the start of this tournament. I think that, yeah, should have had my files open. So I keep the crowd entertained while I look this up.
No worries. I'm just glad I didn't lose, James. It may not have been a win, but it was also most definitely not a loss.
Yep, that's correct. Okay, so Sega Handelwald's also. So I've got to roll. So first off for Ergo, is good. And then for Sega Handelwald, is good. So nobody quits any teams. That's fine. All right, money, the game has already worked out. We got 50,000 each, which was half the fan factor of 8. It comes down to 40,000 plus 10,000 each for a score. Then we need to work out. There's no change to fan factor because it was a draw. So then we need to work out improvements. So make a training roll.
Unfortunately, that is a -1.
Okay, so you just roll training normally. So which player would you like to give a skill to?
I would like to give it to Shamora.
Okay, a mutation?
Yes. Well, I will say mutation if there is one that replicates the effects of block.
Nothing does block except for block.
Right. I don't recall the mutations off, but I feel like there's something that does something similar. Or actually, no, maybe there isn't. In which case, because what I would like to do is try to put block on my blockers.
So you want to go for a general skill for him, is that right? That's where you get block from.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So roll a dice.
Just one.
Yep. Okay, and then a dice again. 5. Okay, he gets tackle. Shamora gets tackle.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. But
So
I believe that's the it. Oh God.
it cancels out dodge.
Okay. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's well, not better. That's good, especially for a blocker.
Yeah. I am going to give a skill to, so you can just put Shimura random general into tool play, or random primary. Sorry.
Yep. Shimura and accept.
Yep. I'm going to give a skill to Orban Renault. Okay. Just hit decline sponsor in
Yeah, because I need to win for that, don't I?
Pretty much, yeah. Especially with the -1 we rolled there. So that should be the report finished, I believe. Yep. So I'll just go and quickly. I'll just let tour play generate my random skill for Renault. He gets sidestep. That's pretty good. And if you could just in tour play go to your team and pick Shimura.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And
I'm random
general. Yep. And then accept.
Yep. And then he got strip ball.
Okay, which I'll change now to
tackle.
Tackle. Now, also, because you've now got enough money, you could afford to buy an extra chaos blocker as well.
Yes, absolutely we will.
Yeah.
So I just hit the little plus for players.
That's it, and then you should be able to put another chaos blocker in.
Yeah. And then accept.
Yep.
And then I have a note card around my desk somewhere with the name I was going to use for this guy.
Okay.
And please tell me I didn't throw it away. I must have thrown it away. Oh well.
It's come up. The random name was Killer the Behemoth.
That's actually kind of funny, but so what I was going for was the name seemed to me to suggest that the chaos blockers are all male, which is totally fine.
Yep.
But I wanted to at least introduce the idea of perhaps a female chaos blocker.
Okay.
And her name is Kadia.
Okay. So we can put in.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see it when you look at the roster.
Okay, you've updated it. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know how on par or off par that is with lore, but as far as I'm concerned, chaos blockers can be, equal opportunity.
I know. So with there used to be an MMO, a Warhammer Fantasy MMO called Warhammer Age of Reckoning.
Oh, wow.
And you had, there were 4 factions. If you were playing the Chaos faction, Chaos Warriors was a choice you could make, but they were limited to male only. But I don't think there's anything in the law which says it can't be female Chaos Warriors. Certainly.
I mean,
that was probably just an art assets thing, I'm guessing.
Probably, and in my understanding of the lore and that stuff, like Chaos doesn't care gender. Chaos just wants to beget chaos.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yep.
So, in fact, one could argue that having more than one gender available would actually further foment chaos.
Well, especially for Slaanesh, which is always hermaphroditic. So.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. So let's get this back to Zoom.
Yes, as we wandered off on our little tangent
there. So in the interview room later on with Wilhelm,
yes.
Thassa, what a game! I was really rooting for you. I thought you had that win at the end, just that slippery ball right at the end there. Couldn't get it in.
Wilhelm, I've said it. If I've said it once, I've said it a billion times. Luck and skill, and we definitely brought the skill out, and the luck was with us for the most part. But it literally a coin toss at the end was what determined whether it was going to be a win or a draw. And call it what you want. It's not a win. But more importantly, it's not a loss.
Exactly, and it does show that you've still got some fight in you in the Marauders.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to say congratulations on your first non-loss. I think that the team can only get stronger from here anyway.
Indeed.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll catch you next week on Brew Bowl. Thank you everybody for watching, and thank you Thassa Mergelad for your time today.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
And out of character, Omar. Did that game feel a lot better?
It definitely felt like it went by faster. I have no idea what our time is right now. Probably about an hour and a half right now. But I know at one point I looked over and I was like, "Holy shit! The first half is almost done."
Yeah, exactly.
And then again, when you said your last turn, and I looked, I was like, "Oh wow, hold on, that's not right because there's 11 and 12 remaining. But yeah, and I feel like always, like I'm getting a little bit better. A little rough at start because I couldn't remember all the things because, like I said, maybe I need to play a game or two in between each of my matches, but just to keep up on things. But yeah, I feel like I'm definitely getting better.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking at, so there was an hour 12 total playtime in tour play. It was on your turn for 40 minutes, on my turn for 16 minutes. So that's not quite, you know, a game where I had with Foham where it was like on my turn for 40 minutes, on his turn for 2 hours. But
yeah. Well, the one thing I noticed too is you know, each match I have you break something down for me, and this one it was only once, and it was something I kind of, as soon as you pointed out one or two things, I was right there picking it up.
Yep.
Right where you were. So it just, in fact, the only reason why, and it was that 5+ pickup you had. I was like, hold on, that doesn't sound right. Why is it 5+? And his agility was 4 because I thought it was 3, and so. Look, yeah, I'm definitely picking it up, getting better.
I didn't even see the code anymore. I just see blonde brunette. Yeah.
Well played, James. Well played.
So thank you for playing today. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time too. And as always, to the audience, thank you for watching. There's still 2 more games this week before we finalize round 4, and of course there'll be more in the coming week as well. So, and I think Omar, you're taking a break now. Is that right? You're going on holiday or something?
Yeah. So my second son is graduating next week from high school, and so I'm driving down from Washington to California to spend roughly 8 or 9 days, and then driving back. And when I come back, my quote unquote California kids are coming with me to stay up here for about 10 days, and then I'm going to send them on home. On that note, I should be able to play my game during that time. This all leads up to about the 10th of June.
Yep.
So I should be able to at least do my match, but I won't be doing any of my other normal streaming stuff during that time. No
worries. Oh, that's good. But I mean, enjoy the break now, and congratulations on your son graduating high school as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, audience, thank you for watching. We will see you next time on the Brew Bowl.
Thanks, guys.